Hello, it's Philip Damiano here from up in beautiful Bundaberg, Queensland, Australia, of course, the sunny state, the golden state. No exception today. Look at the sunlight and it's beautiful. There's a wonderful cool sea breeze coming through, so it's a wonderful day. So it's been a while now since I've actually put out one of my personal videos. Now the reason I haven't put these videos out yet is because I've been working on a few changes particularly on my vehicle, my four-wheel drive. You can probably notice it right now. Can you see anything missing? I don't have the iCamper up there. So why is that? Well, I'm going to be trialing out a new rooftop tent. So I'm picking it up in the next few days. I'm driving down to Brisbane and I'm going to pick up this new rooftop tent and we're going to test it out and see what it's like. I don't know if you've seen Tyler Thompson's video on some of the issues he's had with his roof rack, and Ronnie Dowell has recently mentioned about it too. Now I have been aware of this issue for some time, so when I got this four-wheel drive, this Pajero, I actually looked into it straight away and I mounted the best possible solution that I could find. And that's what I want to talk a bit about today. So particularly you guys out there with the old Mitsubishi Pajeros, the NP version, which is a 2005, this might really interest you and how I went about this. You know how there's a off-road limit with your roof rack capability, and it's most vehicles, depending on your make, your vehicle and the roof rack and your mounting system you use, but on average you could say that it drops it down by about half the capacity for off-road use. I had a full-length steel roof rack, 20 kilo solar panel up on the roof rack. I had a 17 kilo awning and I had a 7 kilo ensuite on the side, and then you add the weight of the 3 bars. I've got 3 bars on my Pajero and they're 9 kilos. So if you work that out, that's well and truly under. I had no problems. Actually, let's go back to some of the mounting systems I've got on this Pajero. Let's talk about that first. So this Pajero got 6 mounting points and they're located on such a point, okay? So I can't slide these forward or front. If I want to move one here, I can't because they're fixed point. Only roof bars that I could find when I purchased this Pajero 3 years ago that could access those mounting points is the ProRack, and they're not a bad system. You can quite often pick them up on special down at your local super cheap store here in Australia. Well, when I bought it, it only had the 2 bars, and when I looked they were ProRack and I thought, oh yuck, you know, I wanted Rhino rack. I've always used Rhino racks. I thought they were brilliant, so I looked into it, $1,000. And not only that, and this is where that rule I didn't like, they wanted to pop rivet a rail onto my roof rack. They had no system where they gain access to those mounting points designed for this particular Pajero. So they wanted this long bar and pop rivet. I'm not a fan of that. In my opinion, pop rivets, I don't think, you might disagree with me, but pop rivets, I don't think it's the best solution for mounting a roof rack, particularly if you want to put a rooftop tent on your vehicle. There's no way in the world I'm going to mount that on my vehicle using pop rivets. It's just no way. So that wasn't going to happen. So I did my research. So Super Cheap had a big sale on the time, something like 25–30% off. So I bought a 3rd bar. They had a kit where you can have 3 bars, and just so happened the local Super Cheap had them in stock. So while I was at it, I replaced all the bottom mounting points on all these, so they're nice and solid. Another feature I like about these is they're lockable. So let's talk about the weight limits. So if I only had the 2 bars, the weight limit's 75 kilos. That's right, only 75 kilos. By adding the 3rd bar, it's jumped that up to 110 kilos. So I've now got 110 kilos I can put on my roof while I'm driving along. When I looked into the Rhino racks, I believe they were still around the 75–80. I think they might have had one system that took it up to 100 kilos. So obviously I want the strongest, the best mounting system that I could find, even though at the time I wasn't planning on putting a roof rack tent up there, but I knew the importance of how important it is to have that secure. So I had the iCamper with 70 kilos. Roof bars, you look about 3 kilos each, thereabouts, so 9 kilos. I had a 17 kilos drifter 270 degree awning. So what are we up to? 96 kilos. That's no problems at all for driving on the road. And I've always realised that. I don't do any really heavy duty forward driving. Since I put the roof rack on now, I haven't been back to Fraser Island yet. I'd like to go back. But I always thought when the plan was when I did go back, I was going to remove all the awnings, etc. and use my drifter Stockton Hexa tarp. So if you don't know what that is, just go back on my YouTube channel and check out the Hexa tarp. It's a brilliant tarp. You can put it up on your own in no time at all. Gives you all the coverage that you need, and I could even back my vehicle up under it, and it only requires 2 poles and 6 pegs to set up. And as I said, you can set it up. They're available in 2 sizes. It's the large and the medium. So make sure you check them out if you haven't yet. They're really worthwhile grabbing. So that's what I was going to do. But that's still 79 kilos. And then what I thought, I'll just take it extra careful. I normally drive pretty fast on the tracks there because it's a soft sand to get through to make sure you have no problems. There's no way I'd be driving like that. I would have to take it extra easy. We're looking at a different option in the rooftop tent, and it's a Drifter Stockton Ranger product, and it's the Wildlands rooftop tent. Now the benefit of that thing weighs less than 60 kilos, and the way it's mounted, it's not like it's prop riveted, so there's a hook. It's a very tough part of the vehicle. It's part of the frame that this hook is there, quite a big hook. And then if you get the ProRacks are the only ones I've found that design these type of bars, mounting bars, that gains access to that hook. Now if there is anything out there that I'm not aware of, please just let me know. Just put a comment down below. I'm always looking out for something better and stronger, but so far this is the best system I've found. I mean, when I'm touring, I'm going to have no problems at all. I can have all my awnings and no one. And that's part of the reason why some of my videos, if you look back, you can see that I've been experimenting with different awnings. Easy setup, a lightweight, easy setup, easy to remove. When I go to Fraser Island, I just use the Hexa tarp. So the plans is when I go and plan on doing any tough forward driving or anything like that, and in saying that, I'm not like Taylor Thompson, it goes, or Luke, that goes on these tracks that are, you know, just wow. My channel is more so about your general forward driving, you know, stuff like going to Fraser Island, getting to these points, and those sort of places are generally not as extreme, although some people will say they are, but they're generally not as extreme as some of the places that Tyler Thompson has been to, some of the places that Luke goes to, some of these forward drive tracks, you know, those are really adventurous and wants to see how far they push their vehicle. I use this to go from point A to point B basically, so I can get to these really nice places, and I just find that I don't need an extreme forward driver. Now the tent's going to look around 59, and you've got about 9 kilos a bag there, so you're looking at about 68 kilos. So to forward drive to get to these beautiful nice places like Lake Mackenzie over in Fraser Island, etc., Central Station and so on, you know, places like that. And some of the areas around here like Kincoona, which has got the soft sand, which is somewhat, the tracks can be very similar to what, and soft as what they are in Fraser Island. It's all about dropping your tyre pressures, just getting the right momentum and keep going, and there's no problem at all. And honestly, these things here, guys, these Pajeros are just incredible on the soft sand. That thing has really impressed me on the soft sand. So that's some videos that are upcoming soon. So I just wanted to make a quick video about that. I'm going to do another one shortly to do with the 12-volt system. So I might make that separate so this one's not long. So for now, let's call it at that. I'm going to do some videos on this rooftop tent and show you, because I'm going away camping, not this weekend, the weekend after with a few mates. We're going to meet up and we're heading off to Kincoona. We'll be testing out some of the products, and I'll be doing some more videos there, some reviews for work and some for my own personal self as well, so you guys can join and watch, like this one here. So basically a quick video just to talk about what's happening in the future and what's coming up as well. So till then, thanks for watching. please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It'll help my channel enormously. And put a tick on the little bell icon so you get notified that you won't miss any videos. So till then, look after yourself, take care, and be kind to everyone, and cheers, and go out camp and enjoy yourself, eh?